When you're considering moving to Beverly Hills or moving to LA or Beverly Hills Post Office or anywhere in the west side of LA, I mean, moving to a new place can always be a little challenging and nerve-wracking, right? So today we're going to do another one of my driving tours through a particular part of Beverly Hills. We have lots of different neighborhoods in Beverly Hills. So we're going to do one in particular as I'm on my way to an appointment. So I hope you enjoy this wonderful tour of this part of Beverly Hills. Okay, everyone, let's get started on this driving tour because you're thinking about moving to Beverly Hills or LA. So I just left my office, which is the main business district of the city of Beverly Hills, called the Triangle, which is south of Santa Monica Boulevard, north of Wilshire, and east of the Santa Monica, basically Wilshire crossing. So this is considered or called the Flats of Beverly Hills. It's basically only 3-4 blocks from Santa Monica Boulevard up to Sunset Boulevard. And I believe about 25 blocks running east and west, east from Doheny Drive, which is the eastern border of Beverly Hills, up here to Sunset Boulevard, coming up close to the west, which is the LA Country Club, and then again down to Santa Monica. So, and the Flats here is considered the most popular area of the city of Beverly Hills. Now, off to our right there is the Will Rogers Park here in Beverly Hills. You can kind of see it. And interesting enough, that park initially in the 1920s was part of the grounds of the Beverly Hills Hotel, which is right behind there, just north of Sunset Boulevard. And the Beverly Hills Hotel was redesigned by the world famous architect Paul Williams, who is considered one of the finest architects of the last century. And I've been fortunate enough to have sold quite a number of his homes, which are absolutely stunning. He was mostly known from the 1920s to the 1940s for residential. However, he was also a very well-known commercial architect, such as the redesign of the Beverly Hills Hotel, I believe in the late 50s, probably. And his company was part of the redesign of LAX. And of course, the infamous and very famous theme restaurant looks kind of like a spaceship. Anyway, so we just are now crossing the Flats section of Beverly Hills, and we're on a street called Benedict Canyon Drive, which is one of the main streets going to and from Beverly Hills to the San Fernando Valley. A lot of people live in the San Fernando Valley, because prices are much less than the west side, and they commute to Beverly Hills or Century City for work. So the basic main roads coming in and out from Beverly Hills to the valley is Benedict Canyon, which I'm on, which will take us to Mulholland and then down to the valley, or Coldwater Canyon, which is a couple blocks to the right. And then further left is Beverly Glen, which is in the Illy area of Bel Air. And then further west is the 405 San Diego Freeway. So these are the roads going up into the valley. So we just crossed north of Sunset, and this is Benedict Canyon. I've sold a number of homes on this street, and the highest sale on Benedict Canyon last 12 months was $47.5 million. It was a acre plus property and about an 18,000 square foot house. So generally speaking, Benedict has a couple different zones. So this first couple of blocks, there's some nice large residences. And as we go up to another section, you'll see some smaller residences. And then as we get to the top, there's some really large properties with lots of acreage. So, and right now we're still in the city of Beverly Hills. So if you notice these signs, they're green and white. So you will know you're in the city of Beverly Hills because the signs are either white, like there, Hartford on the right, I've sold some houses there, or these green and white signs. And then once we get to the Beverly Hills Post Office section of Benedict Canyon, you'll see the signs will change to small green signs for the city of LA. So again, we're here in the lower Benedict area. Some of these properties have long driveways and big property, and as you go up here on Tower, there's a lot of shoot-off streets here to the right and left as we go up Benedict. Lots of beautiful properties and homes and kind of all different price ranges. And here towards the left side, if you go a couple of blocks, you're right then starting into the Holmby Hills residential area of Los Angeles. And Holmby Hills is still considered one of the premier and prize areas of Los Angeles. It's called the Platinum Triangle, which is Beverly Hills, Holmby Hills, and Bel Air. Those are the three top neighborhoods in the quote-unquote Platinum Triangle. And as you look up the hill up there, you'll see some big houses up on the hill. And interspersed through all these little side streets, you can go up and see some really amazing houses. I think the current one, the highest price is $67.5 million as a list price. That's the current range. And very shortly, up here we're going to be ending the Beverly Hills City section of Beverly Hills and then entering the Beverly Hills Post Office section, which is actually part of the city of Los Angeles. So moving to Beverly Hills, moving to LA. So let me give you the long and short of it. Oh, so as you see here, there's now the blue sign. So that means we are now back in LA as opposed to Beverly Hills. Now, this part of Benedict Canyon is in the Beverly Hills Post Office area. What that means is your address is whatever street, Beverly Hills, California, 90210. And pretty much in Beverly Hills, basically the first 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 streets in most of this part north of Sunset are the city of Beverly Hills. And after that, it becomes Beverly Hills Post Office. So if you're buying in this area, what that means to you is, first of all, prices can be a little bit less, or generally a little bit less in the Beverly Hills Post Office. In this section, actually, once in a while you can get a house for $1 million, an old house, it's tiny, or a couple million, $4 million. I mean, there's more expensive homes as well, but in this section, in the post office section, you can definitely buy some homes in a little bit lesser price point category. And then the difference is, again, since it's Beverly Hills Post Office, you have the address, so your friends won't even know unless you tell them that it's not technically Beverly Hills. So in this section, the services, meaning your fire department, your police department, your water and power, all of that are City of LA services. Versus the Beverly Hills City, the lower section we drove by, that is part of the City of Beverly Hills. So, and also one quick note, just to note, as you may or may not know, the City of Los Angeles put in a mansion tax several years ago. And basically homes over 5 million have a certain amount of tax and over 10 million have a certain amount of tax. That is for the City of Los Angeles. Beverly Hills did not adopt that. So Beverly Hills, if you have a house in the City of Beverly Hills selling any price range, there is no mansion tax. However, if you have it here in this part of Beverly Hills Post Office, which is LA, or anywhere else in the City of LA, which is most of the areas, then you do pay the mansion tax. So just something to note as a seller. Well, I'm sure you sellers know, but buyers as well. If you buy something for 5 million or more, you're not going to pay it now, but when you sell it, you're going to pay the mansion tax if that is in fact still in effect. So Benedict Canyon, this part can be rather eclectic. A lot of homes are built in the 20s and 30s, older houses, kind of in the beginning of the Hollywood days. So a lot of writers and actors would buy properties here, build houses, and it's a very mixed bag of 1920s, 1930s, some mid-century, some 70s, some 80s. It's like all of Beverly Hills, there's lots of different types of architecture kind of all over the place. So the answer is, or if you have the question is, you can buy a house in Beverly Hills Post Office, something kind of workable at around 2.5 million, 3 million for something decent, or that needs some work but decent. And price points are roughly around 1,000 a square foot. Some are quite higher, some are lower on Benedict Canyon as we go up. And it's great. Oh, one thing about the traffic for these streets. So it's around 10:30 in the morning. I'm heading to the valley to meet a client. So at this time of day, there's really no traffic. However, in the late afternoons, typically starting after 3:30 or 4, the traffic from Beverly Hills going back to the valley will be busy. As you can see on the left side, we still have the stragglers coming into work late from the valley. So morning, the side coming from the North Valley coming to Beverly Hills can be trafficy. In the late afternoon, it's the opposite direction. Okay. So here is a street called Hutton Drive to the right, which goes into an area called Deep Canyon, which was kind of a development started in I believe in the 80s originally. Some nice houses, a lot of them are being torn down and rebuilt. It is an association, but there are no gates. Now, in this section of Benedict Canyon, we tend to have some very large properties that can be in the $20 to $80 million range. And some of our friends live here and have homes here. One of our friends has a home that's on 16 acres and actually has a stable and horse barn and a riding thing. You can actually have horses on some of these properties in this part of Beverly Hills Post Office. It's very rare, but you can have horses on some of these properties, which is pretty cool. And as you can see, Benedict Canyon, as we get further, it's very green, very lush. As we get to this section, there's not a lot of homes, or if they are, there's gates at the street and then long driveways taking you up to the properties. So very nice rustic area if you like to be up in the hills. And usually, depending on the time of day, a 5 to 10 minute drive from, about this section to get down to the city, main part of the city where the restaurants, the shopping, and the businesses are down below. So we're almost at the top of Benedict Canyon, which stops up at Mulholland Drive. And the Mulholland Drive, there's been TV movies about it. It's very well known. Basically is at the top of the Santa Monica Mountains, running from the Hollywood Hills area all the way west towards Malibu. So it's a very long street. And actually, I love driving on Mulholland Drive. It reminds me of driving on the Corniche in the south of France. Wavy roads, 2 lanes, kind of like this. But it's really kind of a fun drive. So sometimes if I'm up here, I'd rather drive on Mulholland and enjoy kind of the, fun driving versus being in the street and stuck in traffic. So also, there'll be some more videos coming along. We're going to do videos about the different gated communities in the west side of LA. I've had several clients contact me because of my videos about gated communities, so we're going to talk about that. And right coming up here, there's a little gated community called Wallingford. I don't remember exactly how many homes are in there. The house that J-Lo and Ben Affleck had that's been for sale is in there. It's the largest home in there. I think they just recently dropped the price to like 49 million from 65 million. So anyways, that's Wallingford, gated community. Prices start around 3 million, but again, there's, a couple of larger ones as well. And up here, you're looking all the way down through the canyons, different parts of Beverly Hills Post Office from here, which is nice. So we're almost at the top here, and it's great. And I'm doing more of these driving tours because my clients really seem to enjoy them, particularly buyers thinking of moving to or living in Beverly Hills and LA, to get a little feeling of neighborhoods and price ranges and kinds of houses. So I hope you enjoy this, and please give me comments and what you think about these driving tours. You like them, don't like them. I will say this, I've had my YouTube channel now for close to 20 years, and over the years my driving tours have been the most popular videos, aside from some super luxury mansions and that kind of thing. But people just love the driving tours, especially the buyers, and it helps them kind of figure out the lay of the land in LA, because LA is a huge place geographically, and there's so many micro neighborhoods. And I was born and raised here in LA. I'll be 58 this year, so I've been driving since I was 16. So for how many years is that? 40 some years. And I love to drive, and I used to drive all these roads and streets, so I know all the ins and outs, the different neighborhoods, the places, depending on your lifestyle. So when we first talk, we talk about what's your lifestyle, what do you want to do, how do you want to enjoy your free time, where you're going to work, whatever, and then we kind of help you navigate. So I'm here on Mulholland Drive, and I'm going to continue on to my appointment. Up here to the right, there is another gated community as well called Mulholland Estates, right here to the right. Newer giant homes, started in the 80s, beautiful gated community. It's Beverly Hills Post Office, even though typically this right side of Mulholland is the Valley, and this left side is Beverly Hills Post Office. Anyways, that's the long and short of it. I hope you enjoyed this tour and getting to a little bit more about the LA Beverly Hills Post Office area. Enjoy, guys, and I'm now heading down to the Valley side. I'll see you soon. And again, comment, like, let me know what your thoughts, and we'll see you again soon. And we're here to help for anything you need with real estate.